Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Tardis Zone. We're here for some Cobra Kai Season 1. And I've decided that we're going to do the last 4 episodes. No point just doing 2 and then 2, so we might as well just do the 4. Of course, there's only myself and Lee here tonight. Our other panelists obviously can't make it. So you'll have me and Lee, which is tonight. So which means everything will... me and Lee have a chat while we're watching. We don't really say much then after that because we say everything we need to say when we it'll be it'll move it on quite swiftly anyway. So hope everybody is doing good. Looking forward to this now. This is where season 1 really heats up from now. As you know, there's been a bit of back and forward. And kicks off tonight. So it's well worth watching. So let's bring on our guest. It's the one and only Problem B.
Oi. How's it going?
Not too bad. So I've got me episode on the go. So it's All Valley is the next episode. We're on episode 7, All Valley.
Right.
So we're nearly there, and we've only got 3 more to do, so we might as well do them because they're only about half an hour long anyway. So we'll get it done tonight. Series 1. I've already got the trailer ready to drop for Series 2, so I'm already ahead. Just let me pause this now, and so we're in sync. Grand and big screen that. Right, we got Marty in the chat. Welcome. We got 4 people watching. Obviously, as we go on, the audience does get a little bit bigger because people do like Cobra Kai. When they realize we're on doing Cobra Kai, they'll all be in. So, as I said, this is where it really starts heating up now. It's actually it's been very good so far, but this is where it gets even better now because there's a bit of action to come as well, and it's very well put together, I have to say. Can't wait. Right. So Lee, will we just get straight into it, and we'll just as people come along, I suppose we can give them a timestamp, I suppose, when we're...
Indeed we can.
So yeah, I also have the camera, but I'm going to leave it off for a while, but I do have the camera. Hello, I'm in Manchester United jersey that I haven't worn in months because I've been pissed off with them, so I'd wear. So 2 things in my life that I absolutely love that I've gone to shit: Doctor Who and Manchester United team. I mean, you can't make it up. It's probably one of the worst few years I've had.
My brother is a Man U with you on that. Yeah, he's a Man U.
Yeah, it's seriously, as a Man U fan, it's been the worst couple of years, and then to compound all of that, my favorite TV show has also been shit. So it hasn't helped. Two of the things that I used to love sit down and watch. It's a chore now. Cheryl will tell you when I'm watching a Man United match, and I know you don't like football, so I'll make it brief. But she does be in the bedroom, and she does be hearing me. I'm like, fucking lazy, this, that, at the telly, like me neighbours and all. One of my neighbours and all even said to me, why isn't Noel screaming? Oh, he's screaming at the telly at the football. They go, all right, we get it. Because, Irish people and sports, we do get a bit.
That's true.
Yeah, so they're understanding, but yeah, it's been...
Well, at least you got Cobra Kai. That isn't fucked up.
That's what I mean. Now I've got some... And United are playing a little bit better the last couple of weeks, so I've got a bit of a smile, but we leave it there anyway. And we'll get straight into this because I know you're not a football man, but fair play. You listened to me there for a few seconds. I might have been...
I was very tolerant.
The longest few seconds of your life, but there you go. Anyway, without further ado, pal, I'm going to knock the camera off because I'm still drinking a cup of tea and a cup of coffee, and I've got a few things going on as well. So if you want to do the countdown, mate, and we'll get this show on the road. So remember, the episode is, what did I say? All Valley, episode 7. So if you're joining us along, it's episode 7. Lee, walk away, mate.
Alrighty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Right. Still, it's one of the best shows on the TV right now, as I keep saying. But I highlight it every week because it's just so good. It's just so good.
There we go. Wax on, wax off.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this now because, you know, you get to see from his point of view, and then isn't in the next episode then, or is it in the same episode? Because I've been binge watching, it's just like I've watched it so many times now. But isn't there, don't they show how Johnny trains his recruits and how Danielson is obviously training Robbie
I could have
here?
sworn we skipped an episode, or am I?
No, we haven't. We're definitely because I actually checked this morning because I put the stream up this morning. So I went in to the YouTube channel to see what episodes we actually done. So this is the next one, yeah. See, we've been enjoying it, you know. It's
I mean, it all blends into one, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
You think about how far things have come from this episode.
It's very good. It's
micromanaging.
Be right back. Just finishing off a bowl of soup, says Chris. Welcome, Chris. No problem. If you need a timestamp when you come in, it's all values the next episode. Let us know in the chat and we'll give you your timestamp. I love this because he thinks he's finished.
Both lots. You sadist bastard.
Well, he's not really though, but yeah.
I know.
But I love this. It is a reoccurring theme in this show where when they want to join Miyagi down, they realize that you have to do a bit of graft. They're like, no, this is brilliant though, because this reminds me of the training that Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi,
as well as the discipline, he's also learning upper body strength. You know, with his arms.
Yeah. Look at this
coordination. Though. Yeah. Wish he'd get a haircut. What he does later.
Seriously, man. Seriously, man. You know what? Even the lads getting back into training to do this, and just to see them throw their shapes, even it's just brilliant. Johnny, yeah. We got a super sticker from Kip Ellis, a 149 super sticker. Hey. Thank you very much. I'll just go on to YouTube and find out what that super sticker is, because unfortunately StreamYard, right? Obviously we renewed the subscription so we could keep bringing you streams, but they keep adding these little gimmicks. Now you can add background music, the pictures and stuff like that. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, you know, there's other more important things that you could be.
It's a unicorn.
It's another Cheryl's favorite. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, here, listen. Next Wednesday we do season 2. Next Wednesday, Marty. So why don't you binge watch season 1? Because Lee will tell you it won't take you long. Then you'll be.
You'll do it in a night, mate. Trust me.
and then you can come on then, and you can do season 2 with us then, and you'll be all caught up. 150. But I love the fact he's just in his office drinking a beer. This is it. This is where all the trouble starts.
It's a lot of blood.
My 4 favorite characters are your one with the glasses, but she's obviously, we won't say what happens further down the line, but I like your one, Miguel and Hawk. Definitely Miguel, but Dimitri for me.
Oh, I love Dimitri.
The reason why I love Dimitri is because Dimitri represents a lot of geeky guys out there, right? And it shows that if you put your mind to things, anything is possible. I love his character. His character is very deep, actually. And so is Eli, who plays Hawk.
Yeah,
Like, I know he's a bit of a look. Hawk can be a bit of a dick, but you can understand it, and that's why I love Hawk. Even though he does do something that we won't say, but he does. Well, I mean, like fucking punching. Johnny's style of training is just. Could you imagine if he did that today?
Yeah.
He'd be sued left, right, and centre, mate.
Yeah, being and out, he'd be shut down within a fortnight.
You could see Robbie's character development straight away, though. You know, he was there with those so-called mates to rob people, but then as soon as Daniel kind of took him in, then he's having second thoughts about it.
Yeah, he's trying to get on the straight and narrow.
It is very good, Marty. Marty, listen, I don't brag about too many shows, and I don't think me and Lee normally agree all the time when it comes to certain TV shows. Like, Lee will like it more than I will like it, but I think in this case, we both feel the same about Cobra Kai. Look, as I said, you don't even have to go back and watch the Karate Kid franchise because it'll give you our little flashbacks and it'll fill in details for you. That's what I love about it. Like, we will get the Easter eggs. You know, anybody that watched the original trilogy will get the Easter eggs, and they're good Easter eggs, but it's done with respect and it's done properly. But at the same time, it informs the new audience that haven't seen the show exactly what's going on and why there's bad blood maybe here and there, you know? So, oh, for God's sake.
It's so awkward, isn't it?
I know, teenagers.
Painful.
I know.
Oh.
You remember back in our day? Jesus Christ. It was even harder back then.
I went to an all-boys high school, so that was far worse.
Yeah. Well, I started off at an all-boys school, but then when I went to secondary school, then I went to a mixed school where there was no uniforms, right? Where you could wear your own clothes. So that was kind of a bit, because you know the girls.
The only reason I went to that bloody horrible high school in the first place because they had a Doctor Who club.
Yeah,
that's the only damn reason. God, that was a mistake. Well, it kind of was a mistake and wasn't. I mean, I suppose it was worth it just for the club, really.
Yeah, field trips for the teachers were a nightmare, especially if they were overnight field trips. You know, because teenagers, all of that. So their teachers be on literally 24-hour guard when we were away. Poor teachers would hardly fucking sleep because they'd be all taking turns, keeping an eye, making sure that nobody was sneaking into bedrooms.
Crikey, yeah.
They were the days. But nothing went on, you know. The only thing that would go on would be pranks and stuff like that. There was nothing really. Like
I think in my case, my school was more like the teachers would be keeping an eye on the boys in the shower a bit too much.
Yeah, but at least they did their jobs. You know, they didn't shirk their responsibilities like they're doing today.
Yeah, but I'm not sure they were doing it for the right reasons.
No, well, yeah, in some cases. Oh, this is where Hawk shows off his. I love the fact every time he shows the tattoo, though, they put the eagle, the hawk sound in.
Yeah.
I love it. See, you can still see that Hawk there, even though he's confident, he's still quite insecure about himself.
Insecure. Well, I think his entire character arc is built around his insecurity. You know.
Yeah, and this is all a front.
Yeah. I'm like that on the phone.
You don't ban me, I ban you. Well,
good girl advice.
That was girl advice. I have to say though that this is the thing I love about their friendship is that Johnny was pushing Miguel, but Miguel was also pushing him.
Yeah, it's a symbiotic relationship.
Yeah, he was going to give up there real easy, and it was like, no, like Miguel was like, I thought you said never say no. You know what I mean? So they were good for each other. I have to say.
He's like the brains of the outfit, you know.
Yeah, he is, because he's the tech guy, as like Mickey Smith in Doctor Who. He's the tech guy.
Third base.
The bonsais.
Yeah, right.
Anybody that thinks bonsai trees is a good fucking business model is on drugs.
They're really difficult to look after, though, aren't they?
Yeah.
Like, you just clip them one wrong way and the whole lot just all
That's
falls
it.
down.
That's what I mean. It's precision. It really is.
Patience. You know, there's a lot of Japanese culture with, you know, revolving
Well, they are
around
very
patience.
patient people, aren't they? That's what I mean. They do activities as well that are very relaxing, and you know, I suppose no wonder they live longer than most fucking people. They probably have it right anyway. I suppose we're all like the people of Japan, just all chilled out. Suppose we wouldn't have half of the shit that's going on now, what? That's it. I love the way, the way they do it. Yeah, it's new, but I love the way that they echo old scenes from the movies. Like, this is basically Mr. Miyagi and Danielson.
Yeah, exactly. Passing it down.
Yeah. Seriously, what a show. So Cheryl watched Ghostbusters Afterlife the other night.
Oh yeah, did you like it?
Oh, she adores it.
It's a film with heart, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's as good as the originals at all.
It'll never be as good as the first one. No,
but it had I love elements of it. You know, it's an unusual film. But
I do actually think it's better than the second one, to be quite honest with you.
Well,
but that's my opinion.
I wasn't a great fan of Ghostbusters 2.
Yeah. So I think it is better than Ghostbusters 2. But look, it's a fitting tribute to Harold and for Ghostbusters fans and for new fans as well. And, you know, to all the ones and the journalists and the critics that still have sour grapes. Ha, 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 ha. Screw your 2016 version.
Yeah, they're very salty about that.
They still are. That's why they've criticised Afterlife, because they don't want to give it the kudos it actually deserves, because then, you know, if it got better reviews than the 2016 version, you know, because they have to keep up the pretense that that movie was great.
So derivative.
It's ridiculous. Like, someone actually did a scene by scene comparison of certain scenes from Ghostbusters, the original, to the 2016 version, trying to highlight how they did comedy and stuff, and the differences are startling. But one journalist from I think it was either the Hollywood Reporter or LA fucking something like the LA Times or something, she said that the Ghostbusters Afterlife misunderstood the original franchise in 2016, respected it.
What drugs was she on?
It's just typical. She doesn't really believe it. It's just because, they
She's
can't admit that. Yeah,
got to write something to
that's
appeal
it.
to
They
the
just
woke
can't
mob.
admit that the movie was actually good. But look at this one with our BMW.
I know.
I mean, I would never have a car like that in my lifetime.
Well, her dad does own a car dealer. I suppose she's got it sorted.
Even the music is great in this.
Well, you got that sort of 80s thing about it.
And then they do play some 80s music as well, which complements it as well.
I love the chemistry between these two.
Yeah, it's very good. It's believable. This is not a date, folks, right? Anybody that's watching with us, this isn't officially a date because they didn't want to call it a date.
So a date.
But it's so a date. You can hear how excited he is. Oh, she wants the octopus. That becomes a little thing with them.
The color of the mats.
Johnny just doesn't. One thing about Johnny, I will say, right? If Johnny was your friend, right, and you were trying to get out of the situation, Johnny is not the diplomatic type, so more than likely you'd be throwing your legs and your arms because Johnny would get you into a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Seriously, he's one of those mates, just trouble finds him out everywhere.
Sorry about your
Sorry about your corn dogs.
Abuse of power.
In fairness, yes, but you can understand his motives, and you can see this is the thing about this show. Daniel is being a prick, right? And he does be a prick in this show, but at the same time, you can understand his motivation. It makes sense. But
he thinks it's dangerous.
Yeah, but then you see Johnny's side of it, and you see that it's not the same Cobra Kai. And he just wants to say that Miguel is kind of like a redemption for him. So, and helping these kids is his redemption. So he doesn't want to lose it. Exactly, it's role reversal. PD Rich says, I'm dressed, I'm awake. What more do you want?
He's been hanging around Rabbi too long, that one.
Ew.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Robbie. Off you go.
In fairness, though, he's still only learning, but...
Yeah, but he's holding his own.
He's got the basics down. That's it. But this is where, yeah.
Oh.
Over the shoulder. Bang, bang. Robbie, hard look. Well done, Robbie. You got out of that one well.
You better watch your head. That was very threatening. In a gay way.
Oh, I used to. We have these over here. These hoop thing. It's one of the worst fucking arcade games. I thought just throwing a ball into a hoop pisses me off. Maybe it's because I keep missing most of the time.
I can't even remember the last fairground thing I went to. That must have been decades ago.
Yeah. I think when Cheryl first came over, we went to one. So that was a few years back, yeah. Yeah, they are fun places. I just don't like. I
they're
get
all
addicted.
fixed. That's what I hate
Yeah,
about it.
I those grabbing machines especially, but I do get pretty lucky with them because sometimes I know what angle to. I've won a couple of toys from those machines, but you're right. Most of the time they're rigged.
Especially those gun things.
Yeah. They're for tourists now, yeah. Young love.
Different Cobra Kai, mate.
Right.
And we thought he was dead.
He did think he was dead. I thought he was going to lose his shit here. They won't get picked up because they're bullshitters. I just love how he's out straight about it.
Yeah, right.
He's like, these kids are all a bunch of pussy losers.
This is horseshit.
Because he already knew he'd lost. Daniel had already knew he lost. He doesn't even know what that word is. That's embarrassing, Miguel.
That's problematic.
Yeah. Nowadays it is, yeah. Even though it's innocent, but yeah. Oh.
Tune.
Of course, they're teenagers, so you know, you know, with young teenage love, it's never gonna be smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Right. What's the decision here? Oh, here we go. Oh, and Daniel just walks off in disgust.
You can't believe it.
I know, yeah, he just doesn't know what. But I do love this moment here between the two of them. This is brilliant. You the man? You the man. God forbid, I was thinking so high school kid a beer. A whiskey or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh. Those bloody red cups.
Yeah, Americans, they have a thing for those red cups, don't they? Ours are not
really
red.
do.
Yeah. Ours are either white or brown in some cases, but never red. There we go. There you go. What a way to end the episode.
Mm.
Right, next episode is episode 8. And we've got 2 more then after that. So episode 8, series 1. Yes. Right. Hold on now. We'll get Lee to do the countdown. We might as well move straight on. Without further ado, because it's hotting up now. So Lee, is everybody in the chat ready? Actually, if you are, just press 1 real quickly, and we'll get Lee as soon as you see the ones. Just do the countdown. Yeah.
All right. Put your ones in. Put your ones in.
Put your ones in. Even if you're not watching, just throw one in there so we know to go. You know.
Yeah, but like, if they're not watching, they press 1. That means, other people might not be ready.
Yeah, wait until you get to the non-binary line. Yeah, there's a lot of that in it, but I love the fact that Johnny takes the piss out of it. So, I mean, while it's there, it's not the focus. Because
it's balanced,
it's balanced, as we said.
It's there, but it's also, it's rightfully mocked.
That's it. Right, well, look, I don't think there is anyone's going to be in the chat, so I think we should just go ahead there. So, Lee, without further ado, go ahead, mate.
Right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
Cobra Kai never dies. Right. And who says Sony can't make good entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one is fucking ridiculous. This one is absolutely ridiculous, man. Why he puts them through. Oh, he's something else.
Are you sure? No sensor. Oh my god, that's fun.
In fairness, there's a place in America, believe it or not, I don't know who it was I was watching. It might have been Louis Theroux. And he goes to these places, and there's a place in America where you can literally go and you want to get
Smash
your
it up.
anger out. And you same in the UK, they have these places where you can literally go and smash up old cars, get that stress out and anger out. I think that's a good idea, man.
That's a brilliant idea.
You know, because people have a lot of rage in them. You know, what better way instead of taking it out on someone, go to one of these places and then
Yeah,
you
instead of
pay
breaking your own shit, you know.
Yeah, that's it. Go and smash up a few fucking cars. Jesus Christ! Now I'm a dog lover, but if I seen these fuckers running towards me, I'd be straight up myself. Poor Hawk.
His face is like.
Meanwhile, at Danielson's place. She's the original mother in the original franchise, isn't she? I think they're all original.
I think so, yeah.
See, because Johnny is not, because Daniel is not seeing the other stuff and the actual positive influence. He's just clouded by the fact of what happened to him in Cobra Kai when he joined, when he left Mr. Miyagi. Well, in fairness, your son was no saint either. He did house them down.
That's true.
And he didn't technically steal Johnny's girl because they were split up, but still, when he kind of knew, he should have backed off, but he didn't. Yeah, that was Karate Kid 3. Yeah, Terry Silver. Yeah. I thought that one was a bit sadistic. This fella is an idiot. Anyway, his fucking cousin or whoever he is. But can you imagine though the amount of training that all of these actors and young actresses, you know, the young cast, all the training they have to do?
I wonder how much what the time frame was for that.
The time frame?
Yeah, how long it took them to train.
Yeah, I don't know if they're in the bubble because of the couldn't say. I'd say in most movies as well, Steven Seagal used to train, Wesley Snipes used to train, I think 3 months in advance. So maybe they're the same. But I was watching behind the scenes stuff. They're constantly, even when they're on breaks, they're constantly being tutored and told what moves to do and stuff like that. So it's very intense.
Yeah, I should imagine. I mean, fair play to them for taking that on.
Yeah.
Especially like the really young ones. It's like, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Mean, unless they cast people who might have had basic training at least to begin with.
There, there she is. Ali. I actually had a crush on Ali too, believe it or not, growing up. You know? I was a kid when I saw her in that movie, so yeah.
She looks so different now.
Yeah. But again, as we spoke about last week, the fact that some actors and actresses have actually come out of retirement, haven't acted in years and have come back and are willing to come back and do this, like that's a good sign. You know, because they wouldn't come back. Because think about it, yeah, they'd probably be known for those movies and stuff like that, and you know they don't want to kind of turn, because it is, no matter what people think of the part 2 or 3, as a trilogy, it's an iconic trilogy. Like, yeah, everybody knows about the Karate Kid, you know.
Okay.
So the fact that they did come back for it just goes to show you the love and respect. But yeah, I remember this scene though.
Ooh.
Well, that's not true, Johnny. See, this is the thing. The both of them, as explained later on, the both of them like have different versions of events, but then there's the real
Well, yeah, you're
version.
seeing it, in the screen.
You know what I mean? So there's the shower scene. Yeah, but you deserve that.
But that's generally how he saw it. I guess rather than he's lying about it, that's how he believed it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. He's not lying. That's how he perceived it and believed it to be. Yeah.
Iconic scene.
Yeah, this is it. It was, but here's the thing, right? There's always been this debate whether that kick, and it still goes on to this day, right? And even in
Wasn't
the
a legal
show now,
kick.
they've brought it back up again.
Yeah.
Was it an illegal kick or was it a legal kick? Because if it was an illegal kick, then
By default,
that,
he
then
won.
by default, Johnny should have won. Exactly, yeah.
But what happened to Danny? Was that legal?
Exactly, because he sweeped his leg and he really,
Mhm.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I mean, all of Cobra Kai, anytime he fighted any of them, they were all doing damage to him and playing dirty. So I suppose he fought fair all the way through. I suppose the last kick, whether it's illegal or not, I suppose if you think about it, he made one illegal move while Cobra Kai
He
collectively,
earned it.
whoever he was fighting, made several. So I suppose it evened itself out, but
Oh, that shirt.
I did that one time.
Oh dear.
No, and it was only when I got in the front door and I had this funny feeling going home, right? Now, just to put this in perspective, right? It took 2.5 hours for me to get home.
Ouch.
So I got in the front door and I had this horrible feeling. Then I realized I had the keys in my pocket, right? You lock up and then you go over to a little the security and hand the keys. But I had the keys, so I knew I didn't lock up. Had to
Oh shit.
literally get back on a bus. 2.5 hours, right?
Wow.
Right, back, lock the building up, right? Hand the keys to the security guard. By the time I got home, it was after 12 p.m. I couldn't even have anything to eat. Went to bed and I was up at 5 o'clock that next morning.
Ugh.
Yeah. It wasn't a pleasant experience at all.
I bet you didn't make that mistake again.
No, I didn't. But when the head chef came in, he goes, he knew I had a bit of a rough one, and I was telling him, and he started laughing. And he went into the kitchen. He says, "You just sit yourself there for a half an hour or so," and brings me in a breakfast. It was nice. Yeah. Then I had a nice strong cup of coffee, and then I got to work. And then by the time I got to lunchtime, I actually got my second win because I was starting to feel tired. But then lunchtime, then I got my second win and I was able to. But I tell you, when I went home that night, hold on. When I went home that night, straight into bed, man, and I just fell asleep. I didn't even have anything. So that was two days in a row where I didn't have anything proper to eat, except obviously the chef made me a breakfast. But yeah, long hours.
Fall asleep in the bus. I would have fallen asleep in the bus.
I know, but see, my problem is once I fall asleep, it's very hard to wake me up.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So I didn't chance it. I'd either read or I'd watch a movie, which would pass the time. Yeah, it's his girlfriend. I plugged in that bloody... Why? Hold on. I need to check the power on this is about to go, so just bear with me for a second. I'll be back now.
Hey, Wookie Fever. I hope you got my DM. Yeah, he's getting a rabies shot. Wait a minute, Lee, I thought you only slept once a month for 24 hours.
Yeah, I'm back.
I only sleep during the day. Welcome back.
Yeah. That's it. That's it, you scruff ball. Clean up. Still, though, I can't get over the fact that this man takes ham out of the fridge that has like liquid crap in it and fucking puts it in his mouth and eats it. That ham is well gone, like, you know, you don't eat it with ham when the ham is like that. That's telling you that it's well done.
I found some sliced meats in the reduced section in the supermarket just before I came on stream.
Oh yeah, like buying that, but if you eat it straight away, you're fine. You know,
well, I put most of it in the freezer. It was like 56p, 60. You know, it was like really cheap. So I was like, okay, that's going in the freezer.
That's it. A sell-by date is only there as a guide, really. I mean, most food after a sell-by date, you probably get another 3 or 4 days out of it anyway.
Yeah.
So, but if you're doing what you've done, which is freeze it, that's even better. But once you defrost it, you have to eat it that day, you know, because it's very dangerous then after that. But you're right, man. I used to do that before I met Cheryl and all, and I was living on my own, and I wanted to save money. I'd go to that reduced for price section, and you get some. Listen, I used to get duck fucking breasts like for €2 and shit, like, and normally it'd be like 15 quid. So like, and you'd have to eat it that day, and I'd go home, cook it, and it'd be fucking gorgeous, like.
Well, that's it. I mean, once you've cooked it as well, it lasts a bit longer. So
that's it. You can just once let it cool down, put it in something, and then put it in the fridge. Wrap it up and put it in the fridge. But always use it after 2 or 3 days after, because, you know, any more than that and you're playing with your fucking health.
Yeah.
What I normally do is if I get turkey or chicken like that and there's any left over, I'll cut it all up and then maybe make a curry the next day with it.
Yeah, you know, curry or a casserole or a stew or something.
Exactly.
or just whack it in a sauce.
That's it, and heat it up that way. Yeah, exactly, man. Exactly. Look, you don't have to be a fucking professional chef nowadays to make some nice meals, you know.
Oh, you know that fudge I made? Well,
Yeah.
a few days in, it's managed to get that fudge texture, so it's just taken a while to settle.
All right. Well, maybe that's
it's now
what
got
you
that
need.
nice fudgy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
maybe
tastes
that's
so
what.
good.
Yeah, and you should get some flavor now. The next time and start flavoring your fudge.
Oh, I did. I put
Vanilla.
no, I put a maple syrup.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Cheryl's a big fan of maple syrup. I am on
I love
pancakes
that
now, I have
stuff.
to say.
Love it.
But then she showed me this thing where in America where they eat pancakes with rashers, bacon, crispy bacon, and they pour sugar and fucking maple syrup on it, and apparently a butter, and apparently it's a delicate. It's lovely.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah,
I heard it is supposed to be lovely, but I don't know, Lee. But then you think sweet with bacon actually works because.
Well, think about it. We have honey roast ham.
That's what I mean. So I just don't get the powdered sugar part of it. Maple syrup,
You
yes.
also get like ribs, as sweet ribs.
Yeah, I know they do all mad shit. Man, even over here when I cook her something, she'll put like mayonnaise and stuff that's not supposed to have mayonnaise on it or something, or some mad sauce or pepper that's not so. Oh man!
See, what you want is pineapple on pizza.
No, I will give it a go. No, I'll be fair. I'll order one night and I'll give it a go.
If you've never tried it, you need to try it.
I had it years ago and I wasn't a fan because I don't like warm pineapple. That's the problem. But I'll give it another go because, but still, I still believe that.
Well, it's got to have ham, pineapple and ham.
Of course, it has to be a proper fucking Hawaiian pizza.
What do you mean you, Petey Rich?
No, ew, with the pancakes and the bacon, I think that was.
All right.
And no, don't forget, Americans love powdered sugar. I know, but they literally pour it on everything, Chris. I mean, it's like looking at even Cheryl eating some of the stuff here and ruining perfectly good meals with adding, because Americans just have to add stuff on top
Chris
of stuff.
Persia says, I can't eat pineapple, too sweet for me. Yeah, that's why if you put it with pizza, so ham and cheese pizza, put pineapple on there, it balances out. You see the sweet and the savory.
Or you could do what Deadpool does, and you could have anchovies on it with a bit of pineapple.
I do not trust fish
sweet and
with hair
salty.
on it. I'm sorry,
I know.
no.
Same
and
here.
It's so salty. Ugh,
I know.
Never again.
Cheryl actually bought. That's the pizza Cheryl will get. She'll actually literally get an anchovy pizza, and I'm looking at her, and they look like little worms on the fucking.
Oh, it's horrible.
Pizza. They're horrible looking. I don't know how anybody can do fucking anchovies.
No, yeah.
Fucking hell, man. Find your balance on the tray. It's ham and pineapple. I don't know what they all call it Hawaiian pizza. It was invented by a Greek restaurateur in Toronto. Should be called a Toronto pizza. Well, whoever that fecka fella should be bloody brought in front of the field courts for crime against humanity.
No, it should be given an award for food excellence.
But again, I'm not surprised that it comes from Toronto, or it's either Canada or America. It's just have these weird filled combinations that just.
Well, let's be fair. Look, before pineapple and ham pizza, there was people used to at cocktail parties in the 1970s of cheese and ham on
I know,
cocktail sticks.
I know they did, yeah, and still, yeah. And if you go to a party and anybody does that, get out, right? If they're still using
ham,
cheese
and pineapple,
get out. It's not the party to be at. Nobody does that anymore.
But I tell you what, I made a vegan pizza, even though I'm not a vegan. But I made one out of just a margarita pizza with dill, and cashew nut and pine nut.
Yeah, you said that was nice. Yeah,
beautiful. Beautiful. So good.
Japanese eat freeze-dried and caramelized little fishes, says PD Rich.
Good God.
Yeah, I mean,
I
look,
was watching a video. I was watching a video yesterday. They have cake dispenser machines.
Yeah,
but they're like little cans, like like Coca-Cola like type cans, but they're plastic and it's filled with like cake.
Yeah, in
so
Japan,
you just like open the can of cake.
In Japan and China, though, vending machines are a very big deal. They even have noodle machines and everything they do.
Well, they have used Knickers machines, don't they?
Yeah, they have them as well. They have a vending machine for almost everything, mate.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Four Loko became famous, because they're in the vending machines. That Four Loko stuff, the alcoholic stuff, like it's 8%, 8.5% a can. Like this thing is rocket fuel. And yeah, vending machines are very big over there, and the shit you can get in vending machines, it's unbelievable. And apparently they're lovely. That's the thing. It's not like the cheap tap we'd get. Like it's proper. Like your man was using because there's a few YouTube channels on YouTube about it. Some fella, he was going around these vending machines and he ordered a chicken noodle thing. And seriously, man, you were getting chunks of chicken and everything. It was like, he says it's even nicer than the same brand that you'd buy in the supermarket. They take their vending machines, right? Because the Japanese, especially, they're always on the go. You know, those people work themselves to bleeding death, man. They're long working hours and stuff like that. So they're always eating on the go. So the vending machines are handy to have. What could you imagine the people? Oh, they sell cunt.
God, you just want to slap him. God,
I know. So
it's like an old married couple, these two.
Uh-oh. I love this, because this was the moment I was talking about last week, where he finally gets one over on the old bastard.
Yeah, nice one, man.
But but the old bastard realised as well, though, that that's not what he wanted. He never wanted your money, man. All he wanted was to treat him well and nice, but you never did. Ew. She just gave them a couple of tranquilizers. Yeah, but the reason why he can't make it is a stupid fucking reason, because he's an idiot. Louis is an idiot. Ah.
Yeah, this is where he sees
yeah, but he did pick it up the wrong way. But you can understand, being a teenager, like
yeah.
It would have been gutting for him to see his girl laugh with someone else, not knowing what's going on.
Oh.
So did you hear this blast of a flash of radio waves coming from a nearby object in space? Did you hear that broke? So apparently they found some signal in space there's an object near the planet that's sending out some signals, radio waves.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's bright. It broke a few hours back.
Oh.
4 hours ago.
Have a look.
There, I'll share the independent article with you.
Every 18 minutes. That's...
Yeah, man. So we've got aliens. I always knew they were around anyway.
It's probably a natural phenomenon.
I mean, smashing up some dude's car, it's just.
Especially that car. You dickhead. Ah.
Oh,
Got a Batman. Oh, you. No.
yeah. In fairness, it was a bit of a shitty car anyway. He needed an upgrade. Well, here's the question I've got, right? So this scene clearly happens at night time. Yeah? Yeah? So it's night time there, yeah? So in the next episode, when he gets to Daniel's place, it's daytime. Like they're having breakfast. So how did it take so long for him to get there? Did you get me?
Good question.
Right, next episode is different but same, folks. Different but same. Episode 9, and then we've got the series finale. And the finales always deliver, so so you're in for a bit of a treat. So I've got mine ready. We got the Netflix logo. Grand, big it up there. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just go straight into it. I think everybody who's watching this will just go straight into it. So Lee, go ahead.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
And we're off. We got the Netflix logo there. Blah, 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 blah.
Ding.
Sony Pictures Television Studios production. We got some palm trees and Robbie on a skateboard. If there really is aliens, you know that like the shit is gonna hit the fan, because all of these activists are gonna say that we've portrayed aliens badly, and they'll try cancel all the alien movies that we've ever made, because they'll be, you know, apparently
Yeah,
they'll
you
be
need
offensive
to be
to aliens.
diverse and inclusive. Yeah. To aliens.
Yeah,
We can't call them aliens anymore. We'll have to call
that's it. We'll have to call them something now. Yeah.
Wow.
But even though they're all about groups, we won't be able to call them aliens yet.
Well, if there are aliens out there and they're sending us signals, it'll be like, maybe we'll all sort of like stop being dicks to each other and just realize it's something bigger than us.
But if there's any aliens listening to this stream, I would say knock off your radio signal. Knock off your radio signal and turn the fuck away. Yeah.
Run away.
Just run away. Don't even come here and try make humanity come together because it ain't gonna happen.
No,
Right, we're a
I
bunch of
say
twats.
invade now.
Well, Lee says invade, but I say don't. I say run before you're.
Or don't invade. Just take the best of us.
That's it. With a planet
Take
that's
me
like
with
Earth.
you.
That's it. But you have to let us bring television executives and producers that make Cobra Kai, because we still want Cobra Kai. Here we go. Oh. Oh. His wife.
Saturday afternoon, so it's not even morning.
Yeah,
He
so
must be
how
driving around all night.
he must have been, unless he lives miles away.
I can eat.
But I love it because they keep building it up. Are they gonna fight? Aren't they gonna fight? You know? But here's the thing. Both of them fighting each other, there's gonna be no winner ever anyway. Because it doesn't matter which one of them would win, the other one wouldn't be able to accept it. So this would keep going on and on and on and on. See, folks, this is why it's important to have communication in a relationship, because if you don't communicate your feelings, then shit like this happens. Paranoia and all of that other nonsense. And whoever that bloke was you were talking to.
Bit too soon to be pissy at you. You're lucky my dad didn't kill you.
Anyway, the kid has probably ate all the fucking ketchup anyway. For fuck's
right.
sake. Fuck's sake.
You're overreacting.
Yeah, over
Oh!
Oh, straight into the face. Hockey just doesn't give a shit. Sometimes this reminds me of the Little Rascals, but with karate as well, because some of the kids in it.
Ooh.
Even Dimitri.
Yeah, at the end, it's like, okay.
We obviously knew what car he was going to pick.
Don't look like a Leicester.
What's wrong with it?
What the hell's that doing in a lot like that? I mean, really?
He's going to have to give him a test drive.
Little shit.
That's it. That's it, man. Take the phone, take the devices. That's what you have to do nowadays. It's like when we got sent to the bedroom, it was a proper fucking punishment because we had nothing. But nowadays, kids, they have Wi-Fi, fucking phones, bleeding tablets. Relax, Daniel.
I love this scene.
Yeah. I know, because you could tell they both have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Johnny's face. See, he doesn't know how to register that. He's like, Daniel likes speed. What's going on
They
here?
start singing together.
We did grow up with some great music, though. This was a nice little throwback.
Yeah.
I kicked your ass around that gun. I'm probably a few seconds behind now because my internet is playing up. It buffed a couple of times, so they're at the swimming pool now.
Yeah.
This was a nice little throwback, though, to the original. It must have been nice to have rich daddy give you everything. See, exactly what Daniel's mother was doing.
Mm.
So they definitely are alike. That's the problem with the two of them.
This guy's such a dick.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean? They're both exactly the same. They're the mirror image of each other, but you just hold on. My fucking earphones keep falling out.
Mm.
But you ever notice when it's cold or something? It's like as if your ears shrink or something because the earphones just keep popping out your
I
ears.
never get those in ears. My ears just not designed for them.
Yeah.
They always fall out. Well, one always stays and one is always loose. So. I don't know why they invented them that way. Ridiculous. Oh, this little shit.
Yeah, he is a little.
Hell.
But this kid is a bit of a dick. And he even continues to be a bit of a dick. You know, I just hope now he gets...
She's left-handed.
Yeah, it's just like me.
Me too.
Nothing wrong with us lefties, even though people say we're weird. Well, I disagree.
Left-handed people are geniuses.
That's it. It actually is proven.
Moody Miguel. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, over egging it, man.
Oh, come on. Bitches will be bitches, fuck's sake. I don't know how they get. In the society that we're in now, it's refreshing to see a show like this.
Yeah, because it's more realistic. It's more realistic.
Exactly. That nobody talks about. Did you ever listen? I haven't watched EastEnders in years, right? And when it used to be decent, I watched it. When it was actually a good show to watch, I watched it a few months last year, right? Because Cheryl started getting big into it, and I was listening to a conversation in it. Lee, man, they were talking woke. I mean, literally woke. They were talking about, oh, you can't do that. That's not woke. Oh, man. I was like, is this how? No wonder the show has only 2 million viewers now.
Yeah, it's just, it's so contrived, you know. No one talks like that.
No, especially in the East End of London, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, fuck that.
Robbie looked so happy there, though, didn't he?
Mm.
Like, he did. Like, oh, Sam, you needed to be faster than that anyway, Sam. I thought you kids are down with the short words and shit, and half of the time I don't even know what fucking... When I see fucking the language when on Twitter, man, when I see some of these kids write, it's like, fucking hell, man. What's a Coors Banquet? Is it just a different sort of Coors, is it?
I have no idea. It's not a proper beer anyway. Americans don't
No,
do
Coors
proper
Light
beer.
isn't a proper beer, but if they have a Coors that isn't
American
like
beer
that,
tastes like watered down cat piss.
well,
Some proper German beer. That's what you want.
yeah. Our Polish beer is not bad either.
Yeah, apart from that, what's it called? Fucking hell. You can't go into a bar without seeing it now. I can't remember what it's called, but it's awful.
Kirpaki, is it that one?
No, it's begins with an L, I think. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh,
It's
is
not
it in a? I think I know the one. Yeah, it's in a white can, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think I know the one you're talking about. I actually like that Canadian beer that they released. It's actually not bad. But my favourite is Hop House.
I'll tell you what, if you go to Germany, right, you see people drinking like 3 o'clock in the morning, on a work night, drinking beer,
Yeah.
and they don't get hangovers because the way that they brew it, they don't brew it with sugar, like, so it's the sugar that gives you the hangovers because the alcohol turns to sugar because they don't use barley.
Yeah, you pussy.
Dutch lager's all right. Belgian lager's all right. German's the best.
Belgian is lovely. Belgian beer is lovely, especially the handcrafted beer. Very, very good. Some of the best in the world, actually. But yeah, I do like the new beer from Guinness, the Hop House. I think it's real hoppy. It's the way I imagine beer should taste anyway, and it's got a nice head on it and stuff, and it's nice. I don't feel ucky after drinking it. Guinness are doing a lot of, I've noticed Guinness are branching out quite a bit now, and they're actually creating some good beers and ciders.
I like that Koppenberg, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I do like Copperberg myself, but the only problem is, Lee, is that it is so good that,
it's very Moorish.
pint glass, right, ice, and pour a bottle of that in. 3 or 4 bottles later, you're wondering what the fuck, it's very
Piss from the feet up.
That's what I mean. You don't even realize that you've drank 4 or 5 bottles of it, and before you know it, you're tipsy. It is good stuff though. But Guinness is great as well. Yeah, I haven't had a can of Guinness or a Guinness now in about, it's been a while. Actually, I'd love a pint of Guinness now.
There was a really good brewery in London. It's a German brewery, but you go into one of their pubs, you can get a pint of German lager for like £1.50, or it used to be like £1.50. Beautiful.
Yeah. Probably £2 now, Lee, because you probably haven't been there in
a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But still, damn sight cheaper, but it's better quality lager. God, now I really want a lager. Damn it.
I know. I'm actually gasping.
I got pang.
I'm gasping. I just love a decent pint. Now Guinness have this whole thing now that you can buy a can of Guinness and they have the special tap for it now.
Oh yeah.
That makes it come out even creamier. Apparently it's getting rave reviews, but like Cheryl was gonna get me one for Christmas, right? And she saw the thing on the box of cans. So she picked up the box to have a look. You had to buy the bleeding thing separate, and it was 20 quid or something. So you're buying your cans, and then you had to pay an extra 20 quid for this fucking machine. I was like, no, I'm not getting Guinness now. That's what they're at. No way. No way.
What's the alternate? Murphy's?
Yeah, and Beamish as well as another one. But now you have Ireland's Oil. It's another stout, and Conor McGregor has his own pub, and he has a stout called the Black Forge, named after the pub. stout as well. And of course, he's bragging that it's the best
See,
Irish stout.
I always thought the Irish drank Murphy's, not Guinness.
Nah, Murphy's is more down the countryside. Now, there is a lot of Irish people that'll drink Beamish, which is another stout as well. That's more of a... I'm not a fan of Beamish myself. For me, the best stout is Guinness. In saying
stop
that,
talking
though,
about it.
but in fairness, I'm biased
want to
because I've only ever drank Guinness. I don't really drink other stouts, but I'd have to try them because there's so many now. But you're right, let's stop talking about alcohol. But it doesn't help that these lads are drinking alcohol.
I know, right? Bastards. They're having a good time.
It's about reminiscing over an ex-girlfriend. This is the scene coming up now. She kind of deserves it. Actually, she doesn't kind of deserve it. She does deserve it. Nah, you have to get proper Dutch beer, though. You can't get the... It's the same with Australians, right? Foster's, if you remember in the early 80s and 90s, Foster's was always advertised as Australians' #1 beer in all of this. They don't actually drink Foster's. They can't fucking stand the stuff. So the same with Carlsberg. Carlsberg is Dutch, but not everybody drinks Carlsberg in
Carlsberg's
in
alright. I like Heineken's better.
Yeah, I prefer Heineken better. I think out of the mainstream beers, so to call, I think Heineken is the best. I agree with you. You get a lovely pint of Heineken, and I mean proper clean tap. Oh, nothing better. Nothing better. Just don't buy beer in a nightclub. Worst place to buy a beer.
Shut up, face.
But in this scene, right, it's coming up now where he's talking to her because it paused again. But she didn't actually go real crazy here. And I thought, oh, there's a chance for Dimitri there, I think. Except me mother. Yeah, I'm probably a few minutes behind now. This is fucking annoying me. But still, it's good. So I'm on 24 minutes and 7 seconds. You're probably you're a little bit ahead of me, I think.
20, 24, 32, 33, 34.
Yeah, I'll leave it because if I mess with it, she's about to get the wedgie now.
And your friends are all freaks.
Yeah, micro breweries are popping up here in Ireland as well. And they do seem to be making some good stuff, you know. But they put love and care into it. The problem with the likes of the bigger ones that are in cans and stuff like that.
Wedgie. No mercy,
yeah,
bitch.
But it's a front wedgie, which is worse for a girl, isn't it? The Dimitri trainer montage was fucking hilarious in season 2. Well, we will be getting to that next week. We finished season 1 tonight. The series finale is after this, folks. So if you've just joined us, series 1 season finale is next. There used to be a fad back in the 90s and the early 2000s where you could make your own wine and make your own homemade beer. They used to give you the stuff that you needed to make the stuff in Ireland, but obviously it was causing an awful lot of explosions and stuff.
And here a rivalry was born.
Yeah. See, on one hand, I can understand where Miguel's coming from. At the other hand, you could tell that Robbie, if he's given the chance, wants to move in on her. So, but
Well, he's at a party, silly.
oh.
Oh dear.
In fairness, he didn't know she was grounded. See, this is why this is fucked up big time.
Yeah.
Oh! Well, he didn't.
I'm pissed.
Dimitri is gonna be one of the best fighters in the show. I'm only messing. He's still a fucking awkward fucker. The both of them are bleeding locked out of their heads here, man. All of this drink driving stuff. Oh, I was hoping to see this though. Oh. Just when they're getting somewhere.
That's like, this series is like that. You think people are getting something and then things go on, happen, and it screws it up.
I could understand Daniel's reaction, but it was over the top. But with alcohol on you, just as they were getting. Is that his first place trophy? I think it is. I think he broke his first place trophy. Roy, the main event. The main event. Let's hope now this doesn't start pausing. I don't know what's wrong with me internet tonight, but it's
spotty, huh?
It's spotty, yeah. Right, next and final episode is Mercy. Yeah.
Press 1 in the chat if you're ready.
That's when I was shouting at the screen and Cheryl was wondering what was going on because yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but you will see what I'm talking about. Very interesting. Right, anyway, are we ready? I say so. Lee, if you want to do the countdown.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
And we are off. We got the Netflix logo. Let's hope I stay in fucking sync this time for the last one. It wasn't too bad. I was a couple of
tune.
I want it all. I want it all. Great show. Oh yeah.
It's quite interesting because, like, with the first series, the build up to the championships is quite sudden, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Compared to the other season.
True. Yeah, they were obviously still finding their feet, weren't they? But season 2, I think it just gets better and better every time. I don't agree with people saying this is weakest or that's weakest. I think they've all been interesting. Even Series 3, where it kind of went to Japan and stuff like. I liked all of that stuff, and
yeah, I mean, people complain that it's all very convenient, but sometimes life is like that.
That's it. It's not always unpredictable. You're right. Yeah, you're buying a car.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die, kid. Not in a good place.
Oh God, Johnny is just. It's too pussy about. I just love it. He won't commit to this one because he's just too pussy. It's a pussy move. Oh. See, he's only reacting like that because of what happened the night before. He honestly doesn't believe that shit.
Well, I don't know if this is the night before. This could be days or weeks later.
Well,
definitely.
No, it doesn't, Johnny. Sometimes it does. Other times it works itself out. That's life. But it is a good speech. Do, and the music. You're badass.
Don't give a shit.
You kick ass. You Cobra Kai.
Let's kick this shit out of everybody.
No. I do like his wife in it because
she's great.
While she does in a couple of seasons help the situation, she obviously gets it badly wrong as it goes on, and
but she's
but
such
she
a
always
good
has a
grounding
good heart.
influence, though.
Yeah, but you could tell that where she's coming from is a good place. Like, it's not acting vindictive or acting, But these two, they obviously want to go. Like, not this year because Johnny Lawrence is there, so I'm not going to go. I do like the fights, and I have to say, this is what makes it. Like, they build up the story, then each season's finale delivers. I don't think anybody will criticize any of the series finales. They always deliver. But I will say this, personally speaking, next season series finale took me by surprise and kind of
that was a bit over the top, to be fair.
Yeah, in the school, the school fight it was, but the end resolution to that, I was not seeing that coming, and I was devastated because, as we'll say, but the best series finale for me personally was the latest one.
Definitely. That was incredible.
That was one of the best. Oh my God. Wait, you get to it, folks. By the way, there mightn't be many people watching, but obviously a lot of people catch up because the Cobra Kai streams have been doing actually pretty well. So, Star Karate. That's what I mean. Johnny could have picked. Obviously, when we get a new dojo comes to pass, I still kind of hate the name personally, but the old man still has some pull. Oh, this mother is a fucking psychopath, but there's always one, isn't there? I really cheers on. See, my mum went to a football match one time and she never went to another one again. I'll tell you that. Me ma was screaming down there, and when I was getting fouled and everything, like she was screaming at the other player. I was like, what the hell? But no, obviously she loved seeing me in sports though, so I can understand it to a certain extent, but it was embarrassing at the time. But it was grand because I scored a few goals for my team to win, so the teammates didn't rip the piss out of me because all they were more concerned about was winning the match. So that was a good thing. No, but you should stop being a dick to him, asshole. Do you know what's not even? Cheryl said this earlier, and she's right. It's not even cold outside, right? It's a bit windy. It's like it's a fresh breeze, you know, that sort of thing. When you wake up in the morning, it's got that coldness to it. But you think it was like 0 degrees or something outside because the fucking sitting room is absolutely freezing. Oh, they're copying.
Bush.
Well, I do love it though. I do love it because I love the way Daniel's in the background. You can see him though. He's cheering on Robbie, but even though he won't admit it. And she's brilliant. Yeah.
Oh.
That's it. Hawk. Oh.
Whoa.
I just love his reaction. Look, his t-shirts off. Dimitri lid is actually
it's crawly little thing.
I know.
Oh, like, how is that even fair? Like, really?
Yeah, I know, but but at least with Johnny, you know, even the ones that didn't do too well, he's willing to have them in his dojo. Obviously, we see what happens later on, but it didn't matter how good or bad they were. He gave them a chance to better themselves. Oh, Robbie's giving it loads. Oh, there, bang. Here we go. Boom. Whoa. Yeah, that's it.
Mm.
In fairness, oh no, I can't say anything yet. I don't want to spoil anything. I was going to say something, but you did
Yeah,
well.
exactly.
You did well. Think about a few months back, you were getting bullied and people were making videos about you. Now you're actually kicking ass and you gave a girl a front wedgie. His grandmother is brilliant.
Bro.
Oh, this fucking idiot. We all need to fight together for. Even Daniel in the audience is like, give me a break.
Yeah.
I hate twats like that. Like, we already
That's so
know.
fake.
You know, it is fake. That's what I mean. Don't be giving me your fake assery. If you really care that much, go out and do something about it. Stop fucking preaching to the rest of us. Yeah. You don't know what to say about that one. That's it. I'm glad they're writers as well. See, this is the way teenagers would talk, or high school kids would talk. You know? So I'm glad it's real, you know? Oh, fuck off, will you? Do you know
Oh,
what I would
God.
do? Do you know what? I'd be like, give me the fucking mic, you bleeding asshole. You're here to fight, not give a fucking inspirational speech to make yourself look good.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, even Johnny is like.
Just say punch him in the face.
Oh, yeah.
Look
And
at
look at
that.
his mother. Like,
I love it.
the last two fights are great.
Ooh.
uh, oh,
So cool.
it is, even if it's far fetched and stuff, and it wouldn't happen at a real competition. Who gives a shit? It's brilliant.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Get in, Miguel.
Bullshit.
Well, you know what? Your man might have been a bit of a douche with his speech, but he was gracious in defeat, though. He wasn't a dick. So maybe he is really like that. Maybe we judged him too harshly. Oh, but look who it is. It doesn't matter, Daniel, you fucking idiot. Kids are kids. Come on. I was even, when I was watching this the first time, even shouting at the screen and stuff when I was watching it.
Shit.
Hawk. Right. This is it.
Oh.
Well, in fairness, it's a proper point. It's your fault, Robbie. You're trying to be too clever there. He needs to concentrate.
Now he's invested.
Here we go. Just like this show. Balance is everything, folks. Seriously.
Yeah, you can't talk. Oh. Off you go.
I love this part because I thought he was going to do what Mr. Miyagi always did with Danielson, where he rub his hands together and stuff and heal him.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so funny because you think it's going to happen here because he starts to do it and then next of all he goes, nurse or doctor. Did he dislocate his shoulder, yeah?
I guess, or just pull the muscle or something. I don't know.
I don't know about that one, Daniel. When they finish this series off, that's how it has to end.
What?
Them two, Daniel and Johnny finally reconciling. Oh. This series finale is actually pretty decent too, though, I have to say. See, that's what they're not fucking. I was like, they're gonna do it, but then no. It was accidental. And anyway, this is all your fault in the first place.
He's
Yeah, I
absorbed
know.
all the
He's
wrong
absorbed.
information,
Yeah, the wrong. Yeah,
or applying it wrong.
yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, dislocated.
Yeah, okay. She's a bit of a hot nurse. Medic lady. Medic person. Medic, whatever the term is now, because you can't say medical professional or something because it might be offend someone or something. I don't know. Right. The end fight is a good battle. Oh, that's my son. No. This wouldn't happen though. Did Larissa's gonna coach? Well, they heard you the first time because you said it over the mic, you idiot. Here we go. Miguel, I don't really buy it though, to be quite honest with you, but I do love you. You're great.
Jealousy is a terrible thing.
It is. He's mad now.
He's in pain.
Yeah. He shouldn't have in reality, though. The best thing about this is you didn't know which way this fight was actually going to
No,
go.
and you rooting for both of them for different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I agree.
But I suppose it makes it a little easier that Miguel's on his sort of dark road at the moment. So
yeah. Well, you can understand
you
why
you kind of need him to learn a lesson.
Yeah. And at the same time, Robbie needs to learn a lesson because he was a bit of a shitbag too. So, but that was
Boosh. Oh, evil. Brilliant.
Yeah.
See, now it's coming back to
Yeah.
haunt him
Now Johnny realizes that
his mistake, what he's created. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's doing the same thing that
his old sensei did.
Yeah.
Even though he was trying to be different, it hasn't worked out that way yet.
Single-handed now. Oh, no.
Well, you got what you wanted, Johnny, but at a price, mate. At a price.
It's a hollow victory.
Yeah, he realizes it.
Oh.
No. Well, in fairness, he can't be smug about because he wanted to win as well, just as badly. So it's kind of a bit funny that he's judging Johnny on that one when he would have done the same thing. Well, in fairness, Miguel, you were a bit of a dick. You said you were going to beat up the bloke that she was.
Well, he's kind of been indoctrinated a little bit, isn't he? So.
Yeah. You knew this was going to happen, though. With the daughter, anyway. Nice move all the same, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Technically, he didn't, but in fairness, there was bad blood between the two of them, so. Of course, that was going to happen. I actually got very emotional when I seen this for the first time. Because obviously, when I seen that, I lost my shit. I knew exactly where we were. It's just such a pity he's not around. But I love how they do incorporate him into it. And
yeah, it's done very nicely.
It's done very well.
Very respectfully.
Yeah. Wax on, wax off. Here we go. Now, I didn't see this coming, but...
No. I don't think anyone did.
But this is brilliant. Oh, this gave me goosebumps for series now. Really did. Yes. Do. Oh, yes. I got all giddy. Get in. John Kreese is back. Oh, yes. And then they just leave it like that. And then series 2 starts off with that scene, and it just kicks off from there. But that is season 1 wrapped up right now. Oh my god. That finale was good, I have to say. That one and series 4 for me are my two favorite finales. Obviously, season 2 finale I was gutted, but obviously it works out in the end. But I won't say why I was gutted. But hold on, just want to knock this off now so I can concentrate. Right, so that's charging. So, that says 100%. So we might as well take that. Right, Lee, I suppose, obviously, we've been talking, we've been kind of letting people know what we think of the scenes and stuff like that. So, what would you give? Hold on, did I take the wrong earphone out? I did. I'm an idiot. What am I at? Right. Yeah, do you want to rate the 3 episodes again? Now?
Yeah, 10. Yeah, like, it's a perfect season. You know, it's can't fault it. I mean, it draws you in, and it's the characters and the choreography and the writing and the delivery of the lines. It's just so good. Come on.
It is. I'm giving it every episode a 10 as well. Look, it's right now. It is.
I mean, that's 4 episodes, and it just went like that.
It did. Yeah, you wouldn't even think we were 2 hours in, but or 2 hours in, like, because it was so good. Yeah, I just love this show. Listen, I keep going back and watching it over and over. I just keep drawing back to it. Actually, after this stream now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook me and Cheryl something to eat first. Then I'm going to have a shower, and then I'll probably end up sit down, and I'll probably watch, because we've finished season 1 now. I'll probably go and watch season 2 again because that's just how good it is. You just find yourself going back. watching it, but I just love how all these characters are developed and just how well the story is put together. And as I said, you can tell that the people behind this really care about the franchise, which is another important thing, that they care and they show that they care by the way they write the characters and respect the characters. So, yeah, absolutely wonderful. Look, I can't fault this season. It's every episode, like Lee said, is a 10. There's no shadow of a doubt. I don't think there's a weak story in there. Um, so yeah. Anything else you want to add before we leave, Lee? I mean, it's we say what we obviously we talk a lot during the episodes anyway while we're watching because we just love talking about it. But is there anything else that you'd like to add that we haven't to wrap up this season?
No, I just looking forward to season 2 because I think that is just so good as well. And I'm really intrigued to know where it's going for the 5th season. I think obviously it's going to be a big, massive team up against the big enemy. We won't go into it, but it's just so good. It's so much fun.
Yeah, there's shit going down. You'll have Johnny. He'll be off because the way season. So he'll be off doing his little bit, and then obviously he'll come back then and be main part of it. Then you have obviously how the season ended as well. So Danielson is obviously teaming up with we won't say who, and then you've got Cobra Kai. Then after what happened at the end of that season finale. So now it's going to be Cobra Kai is going to be even as worse as they were back even in the 80s. So look, shit hits the fan in the next few seasons. It really gets intense now. Hilary Swank, there could be a possibility that she turn up. But look, even if she does turn up, right, because she was in the next Karate Kid, you know that these writers will do her character justice and they'll do it with respect, whether you like the movie or not. They'll bring her back. She'll only have a bit part in it. She's not going to be full time. That's the way.
Do you think they'll bring back anyone from the last Karate Kid movie?
Oh well, Will Smith does produce it. So I'm kind of like the Smith family do have a habit when they do their own shows or produce their own shows. They do like to have their kids in it. The problem is that he's had to take in a bit of a stretch now, and he's a lot older looking, and I don't think he really acts that much anymore. But you see, that was with Jackie Chan. I class that as a different Karate Kid franchise, a different universe. And don't get me wrong, I actually like that movie. It's a different Karate Kid. It's not our Karate Kid, but I did like it for what it was, and you could tell that Jackie Chan did really put the work in, and so did Jaden Smith. He has to be given credit where credit is due. He learned all those moves and stuff, and the kids that they had in that movie learned all the moves and stuff. So it was actually all right. You'll never beat the classic. But no, the short answer is I don't see it happening because I do class as a different universe. But with this show,
you never know.
They probably have a clever way of incorporating them. Maybe
RTC says something there.
No, I'll have some news for you regarding Jodie's final episode. Well, if it's anything to go by, apparently the Centenary Doctors are coming back for it. If that's the news, I already know. I'm not really fussed, to be quite honest with you. As I said, there's talk even of Jodie being in the 60th. If she's in the 60th, I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it. I'm actually not watching it. I wanted to watch the RTD era to get away from this.
I can't imagine that happening. Look, for RTD's first run, the first story, he's going to want to.
Listen, if it's a cameo or she's just on a screen or something and it's a couple of seconds, then maybe. But if she's actually physically in the episode or episodes or whatever over this period, whatever they're doing over a couple of nights, then I'm not interested. I'm being honest. Someone claiming Paul McGann is involved too. Well, they were all sitting around that table. And, look, there's been rumors ever since we seen that photograph that there was a possibility that they could be in the centenary. I thought it'd be a documentary, but we'll just have to wait and see. Look, at the end of the day, as I said, you know, I don't really care what happens in the centenary. If she's going to be in the 60th, then I won't give it. I'm not watching. I'm not. I wanted to get away from this era. If she's incorporated into the 60th, as I said, she's physically there. I'm not watching, but if she's on the screen for 2 minutes on a computer monitor or something, I don't give a shit. But I want RTD to kind of move on from this era. I don't want them to have anybody.
I don't want him to touch over two shitty.
That's what I mean. Even if he does right or better, it's still that Doctor. It's still from that era. That era has nearly destroyed the bloody franchise. Why? I just don't get it. But if it happens, look, we'll see. Well, as of now, if she's in it, I'm not watching, and that's where I stand on it. Well, look, we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna go off and make some food, have a shower, as I said, and you know, Cheryl's probably hungry. I hear her computer on now, so I think she's watching the video. She'll come out now and be looking for food. So might do a bit of pasta and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll leave it there. So we'll be back tomorrow. Yeah, I keep saying we're bringing back Rick and Morty, but I never settle on the day. I don't know whether to do it Mondays or Tuesdays. We used to do it Tuesdays. Might go back to Tuesdays, but yeah, that we're going to be starting that up again soon. But join us every Wednesday for these streams because they're good, and you'll have fun. And if you haven't watched Cobra Kai, catch up. And then maybe one or two of you can come on the panel and join us. Yeah. Lee, do you want to plug your channel or flog out?
Yeah, you can find me on the Twats at Being Problem, and my other channel is Aldred Audio Visual.
And you can catch me here every so often. You know where I am. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that. And yeah, I will be doing a stream soon where I'll be reading out comments in the chat. So to tell you the topic of the video that we're going to be doing. So actually, it's good that Lee is actually that brought up about the 60th anniversary, because that'll be the question I'll be asking all you guys. Do you want to see Jodie Whittaker in the 60th anniversary? And also, I put up a tweet earlier as well, this morning, where I asked, would you like to see a familiar foe face the Doctor in the 60th, or would you like to see something new? So I'll be getting all your comments, and I'll be reading all of them out. So we'll be doing that stream soon, because I have to do a few more streams because we got bogged down into the watch-alongs again, and I haven't done actually many proper streams in a while. So I'm going to be throwing out a few, because there is a few bits and pieces floating about that I think the majority is nonsense, but we'll obviously highlight and we'll have a discussion about it as well.
Well, don't forget, we were talking about Tenant return. Well, you had
that's
ages and ages
ago, and now that they're talking about that as well. I know, I lie, and you know. So, but there you go. Of course, yeah. But there you go. Right, we'll leave it there, folks. I'll say good night to you all. Have a good one. Talk to you soon, and thanks for tuning in. Good night.
Good night, panel.